go get a job.
It's like you want to make sure that people get the message. It's all about the message.
So the number one I would say is that you're not meant to save the world. God is meant to save the world. It's his world.
Every day is different. Some days I'm happy, excited, having fun. Other days, cussing the world out. Me and God fighting.
I struggle with confidence, self-confidence.
You a lie. I'm about to turn off the signal. You have to be kidding me. This is James Rousseau, a.k.a. Trig, and let me welcome you to the CoreLink Solutions Show. To these brothers I'm about to introduce, you know who they are, so I'm not going to even act coy with you. Derek Minor and Canon are in the building.
Man, bro,
What's
thank you for
happening?
having me.
Good
bro.
to have y'all here,
Yeah,
man. It's good to have y'all here.
It's good to be here, bro.
Yo, it's good to have you. I've been waiting for this one for a minute, for a couple reasons. One, y'all been in this thing for a minute, bro. Like longevity and sustainability is a real thing that many struggle with. So y'all been around, so we got to talk about that.
Yeah.
I've been watching this Vigilante thing grow, at least for me personally, since 2023. I literally went back through my emails the other night to see the first email I could find on it. It was late 2023.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
but I
sir.
know it's been 6 years for y'all, but at least
Yes, sir.
that's from my point. 3
Yes,
years
sir.
I've been watching the consistency of this. So when I saw the rollout, I said to Doc, like, this is one of the most intentional, thoughtful, patient, and to some probably nerve-wracking. Let's be honest, you know what I mean? Like, when you gonna drop the joint? I signed up, I said yes. When am I getting it? I said yes.
Yes.
What the heck? You know what I mean? I
Yes.
went to Twitch, I went to all the different things. But yo, for real, y'all, we got Derek Minor, Canon in the house. For me, this is, we're gonna go through the project. We're gonna celebrate everything they've been doing over the last 6 years. We're gonna talk about what they want to do as we close too, going forward. I always want to talk about the future. So I always start, man, every interview, same question. What's one thing, it's going to be hard for y'all because y'all both hyper transparent.
Oh, man.
It's going to be hard. But what's one thing you think you can share that people closest to you don't know about you? Like, what would he be surprised to hear, Derek? What would Canon look at you and say, what? You what?
That's a deep question, though.
I struggle with confidence, self-confidence.
You a lie.
I'm dead
I'm about
serious.
to turn off the signal.
I'm positive. I struggle with
You
self-confidence.
have to be kidding me.
I struggle with self-confidence. Most of the things that people would say in my earlier stages of my career, most of the things people would say is that, oh man, he's so confident to do that.
You mean when you were pro? Under pro name?
Or Derek. I mean, I'd say years and years of the things that I've done, a lot of the motivation was just an urging. It's like, I have to do it, but not a, like, I'm so confident that this is going to work.
Yeah.
It was mostly like I struggle a lot with self-confidence, and it would project itself as confidence, but oftentimes it was a lot of insecurity and a lot of decisions I made.
Is that just holistically or certain areas of things you do holistically?
As a human being, like, there's been tons of things that, like, a lot of times I would make myself bigger, like to project something that really wasn't what it was. It's almost like a
that picture with the cat who looks like a lion in their reflection.
Yes, or it would be sometimes like the porcupine or the fish. You know, the fish the blowfish.
Yes.
That puffs itself up.
Yes.
To look much bigger, so it wards off everybody around it.
Right.
Sometimes it would be that way, and that actually created a lot of tension in my life. Now, as an older man, like, I realized, like, some people weren't hating on me; they just saw the insecurity.
That's good.
And they may not have been able to put a finger on it, but it's like something was off. And a lot of times that was just me being insecure. And I think just being able to say that, I'd have never been able to say that.
Oh man,
years ago,
That's good, bro.
I'd always projected that I got it all figured out.
I would have never guessed that one, bro.
Yeah.
Never. Does that surprise you? Hear him say that?
No.
Okay.
Because that's my brother.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We've wrestled through a lot of different seasons of life together.
Yeah.
And I know even in the studio when we go back and forth, like I realize like I'm dealing with a different Derek now. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll approach the mic in a different way where it's like, man, I don't gotta write it on paper no more to figure this out. I'm confident of who I am, so I'm gonna freestyle this whole song.
Oh wow.
People don't know he freestyled this whole album.
Wow.
Lyrically.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I didn't start freestyling in the studio until I saw him do it in the studio.
Wow.
But that take a level of, I've found a level of confidence that wasn't there.
Wow.
And that only happens with somebody who doesn't have confidence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had to get to that point, and still, will struggle in that same point.
Yeah.
Because when you're on the same song with me, y'all might shrink that confidence a little bit.
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
I might hurt the confidence a little bit if you put me on the same song.
Look at him. Look at him. He got Unc out here. You know what I'm saying?
I love
he
it.
called him out.
I love it. I ain't mad at it.
But
Nick's in here with tea in his hand. Listen, y'all.
Right.
I wish you had a visual right now.
I love it.
I mean, he's embraced the title well, bro.
For sure.
He's embraced it well.
For sure.
Nah, but he gonna
sure.
get
How
his
about you?
flowers too, though. I would say people that are close to me I think they would agree that, and I've been told this, that sometimes I do too much for others and not enough for myself, and because of that holds me back from being able to do the things to my best potential.
Yeah,
because I'm trying to save the world around me constantly.
Is
to
that
the
just
point,
part of your core, kind of like who you are as a person? You think?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Because I will give till I don't have no more. And I would say, like, it's not just, how can I put it? It's not just like he's fighting from a deficit to continue to give. It's just like just the type of person I am. I'm gonna give. So that keeps me from being able to say, like, all right, I'm gonna go for this, or I'm gonna go for that, or I'm gonna do this. Like, to be a different type of leader. And that's because, it's like you can't focus on leadership or being a better leader if you focused on everybody else.
Right.
But at the same time, you do grow in leadership as you serve the people around you.
Absolutely.
But the leadership for yourself, to being able to make the better decisions for yourself, you got to start thinking for yourself sometimes. And I think in our circle, we think that's selfish, and it's never selfish for you to walk your life out the way that God intended you for you to live. It's not selfish for you to say, you know what, this is the path that God has me on, and I know we see differently.
Yeah.
Or I can't allow what you're going through to stop me from where God is trying to take me. And knowing that balance, and I say that just because Derek have seen it. We've had hard conversations, which is like, hey man, at some point you just got to put your foot down and say, this is what you're doing.
And Christians, especially Black Christians that have come from poverty or come from certain perspectives, we're always told that if you make it out, that you're not really doing your job if you don't pull everybody else out. That's such an unrealistic expectation. It's such an unrealistic expectation to say that there's a savior of everybody's family. Yeah. Like for most of us, you're doing good in America if you can just pay, if you can have a mortgage, right? You're doing good. Right. You're doing good if you could just pay that mortgage and just stay up with your bills. Most people don't have, I think, $700. This is a real stat. Most people do not have enough money to cover a $700 emergency. So this concept of, man, you're not really a Christian if you don't save yourself and me at the same time is just completely unrealistic. Yep. And furthermore, the scriptures even say a man that doesn't take care of his household is worse than an unbeliever. So it's like, it didn't say a man that doesn't take care of everybody else's household because he made it is worse than an unbeliever. It's calling you to take care of your thing. And it's like, if you not doing that, I ain't even trying to hear all the spiritual stuff you talking about. Yeah. Go get a job. Right.
Go get a job. Man don't work, man don't eat.
Go get a job.
Go get a job.
God told you go get a job.
Yo, I'm gonna be using that for so many things as an answer to so many things.
Just came out real quick. Go get a job.
I want to be a full-time artist, but I ain't doing it yet. Go get a job.
Lay this down. Go get a
My
job.
passion ain't working out yet. Go get a
Go
job.
get a job. Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with a job, bro.
Hey,
Oh,
you're gonna
my
have to
gosh.
cut that part out. That's just gonna have to be like one of them like Breakfast Club memes,
Absolutely, bro. There's no two ways about it. That will be used forever.
You got to use that clip when you start the show, bro. Go get it.
So self-confidence and what would you call it? Overgiving? What would you call it? How would you-
Enabling.
Enablement. And and it's hard because my personality type is like I'm a helper, server. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I see somebody in need or mental need, emotional need, even financial need, I'm like, man, I want to go help.
We
bro.
can probably help each other.
I want to help.
Yeah, we should talk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I have a little of that too.
Yeah,
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
When you say that helper, is that the Hogan assessment? When you say that, have you done one of those official assessments?
I have. I just can't. I can't tell you.
Yeah,
which
I
one
think
it was
that's in
called,
the. It's not the disc. I think it's in the Hogan joint.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So
when you say that.
it's an issue of literally like loving too much, and I'm not trying to make that like deeper than what it is.
Right.
It's just like sometimes you love so much you don't put boundaries for yourself.
Well, I
know.
agree because what's real about it, I don't know about you, is sometimes you could even feel it, right? Like your heightened level to me of being able to empathize with people can actually turn into something you feel physically.
So to your point, like the con of that is when I'm frustrated, I don't want to give nothing. Like I become a different person. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do nothing for nobody.
Yeah.
And it comes from a bitter place then because I feel like I've given too much now, and that's been abused.
Do you become a martyr in that situation? Almost.
I'm not sure yet. Honestly,
Okay.
I haven't seen it that way, but like I think that's why I feel sometimes like I have this dual person.
Yes.
I feel like I have this dual part of me where it's just like, okay, like I'm cool. I feel like I'm a decent guy.
Yeah.
But then there's like this Joker side of me that comes out where I'm just like, all right, I'm tired of y'all.
He
Like,
turns into an angry gnome. Like it's just literally like everything sucks.
I hate
that sucks.
I hate
this
everybody.
sucks. I hate you.
Why you bald, Derek?
I hate your teeth.
When
Right?
you-
Why you bald, Derek? James? Why you talk like that? I don't like those shoes. I don't like this light. This light should be
You
a
just
different
get a
color.
different
Like,
side
you
of
like,
me.
You
Different
like,
side of
gang,
you.
brother.
And you talk fast sometimes too, because I can see how that play out, bro.
Yeah, he's
right?
turns to an angry gnome, bro.
Angry gnome.
Well,
So-
I got to be a gnome, though. You know what I'm saying?
Because you short.
That's a hook. See?
Okay. He's starting it.
Yes. Hey, well, we live. So I was going to say, put it out in the edit. It's too
Nah,
late. We're
yeah,
live.
he started
So forget
it.
about it.
Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah, we there.
So then, when I listen to the project, I can't help but think like all these things we're talking about, and we just touching the tip, are showing up in Vigilante.
Pause.
Like what'd you say?
I'm sorry, bro. I couldn't
Wow. Bro, wow.
Oh, I didn't hear it. And don't say anything. I don't want to know.
Hey, keep going, Trent.
Keep going.
Just keep going.
I can't
Just
help
keep
but
going.
believe that
Please.
all the experiences are showing up in Vigilante. I feel like first of all, y'all are already transparent, but I feel like this is a project where you get almost like extra room
Yeah.
to be transparent. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing when you're transparent, but you still may think about some boundaries. Maybe you may think about some guardrails. Maybe I
Yeah.
feel like on this, nah.
You know why?
Nah.
Because art is allowed to create space.
Yeah.
And when you make it something about, man, this is an art piece
Yeah.
that we have lived through.
Right.
You don't have to put a bunch of boundaries on that because life is going to continue to life. Just like you said, like you're going to always have to, you're going to always have fathers
Yeah.
or father issues. You're going to always have childhood trauma. Like, so you don't have to create boundaries for life things in life that already naturally happen.
Yeah.
So this is just art. And that's why we can speak the way we speak because we're not trying to fit in a box.
Right.
Art does not fit in a box.
Yeah.
Unless you made it to fit in a box. So that's not what this project is for. It's not for, man, let me just get all the right things to say before I put it on wax. Let me have the best perfect perspective before.
Right.
It's like, no, it's like, bro, I had to go back and rewrite some lyrics, rewrite some songs because I wasn't where I was before. There were certain songs that I wrote where my verses was just angry. Like he said, angry, no. But like, I was just angry. But like, I had to I had to develop out of that season, out of that space. And that's what art does. It gives you space
Absolutely.
to live, to breathe, to be honest, to reflect, to say, I could have done that better.
Yeah. And I think, one of the things that helps create art, at least in my personal opinion, is the setting. How you set the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one thing if you're in a coffee shop little thing, 20-person audience versus what we just had Saturday.
Right.
All those different things allow you to express differently. And so when I think about how y'all approach creating this in Florida, 3-story building y'all in, 3 different scenes happening. You got Dark Knight on loop.
Yeah.
Like, why did you even set that kind of scene to create this project?
The main reason, there's 2 reasons. So, one, I don't like the concept of that Christian art has to be small. I don't like that. That it has to be small, grungy, and that's the only way that it's righteous, is that it's small. I think that's self-confidence as well. I think that's a lack of faith. Like, for me, I envision every song being played in the stadium. Whether it's played in the stadium or not, that's up to God.
Right.
But I envision
mass
when we
consumption.
write this,
Yeah.
that mass consumption,
yeah.
and that it will impact people in a way that they will want to all come to a stadium and listen to the records, because I'm meeting them at the human level. The reason why we like the Dark Knight or the Batman series is because we believe everything we saw in that could actually happen. Right? But when you listen to a lot of Christian art, it doesn't sound like it actually could happen.
That's interesting.
It sounds like Lord of the Rings.
That's interesting.
Or Harry Potter. Like, sometimes, bro, like some songs, they sound like the Lord of the Rings.
That's interesting.
And it's just
like fantasy.
It's like a fantasy. It's like, I don't know and it's like, this might be really, really interesting, but I don't relate to this at all.
Is it the sonics, the words, everything?
It's easy for me to it's because a lot of Christian art doesn't have an actual opinion. It says, this is not my opinion, this is God's opinion. So don't get at me. Talk to God. Right. And as opposed to being like, nah, that's how I feel about this. In this moment, Derek Johnson, feels this way. Right. As opposed to, oh man, don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. Right. Like, to me, that's small. It's small. So when I wanted to make this album, I wanted to make something that connected with people on the human level. And that's not an anti-Christian concept, because in Hebrews it says that we have a high priest who has felt every human experience in Christ. That he came down to earth to feel every human experience. So if Christ can meet us at the most human level with his parables, with wrapping himself in flesh, if we believe that he's God incarnate, right? Wrapping himself in flesh, feeling what it feels like to be tired, sleepy, and all the other emotions that we all feel, right? And he also talked to people like humans. Some of y'all ain't even planted a garden, but y'all talk about sowing seeds to this day, because that's a very human concept. And he was talking to farmers and people who spoke Koine Greek, right? So why would I make rap songs that don't meet people where they're at? That's why I feel like this should be in the stadium, is because I meet you at the human level. And it shouldn't be a shock that stuff feels personal. That should be the norm.
Immediately relatable.
It should be the norm. That's why people are like, oh, people only listen to mainstream music because it's dirty or it's whatever. It's like, no, they're meeting people at their normal human emotional self. So like the gun bars in mainstream rap, who ain't never got cut off by a car and not been mad enough to want to go fight somebody? But you have to talk yourself down, right? Who's never dealt with lust? Only difference is the mainstream music solution is to just succumb to it. Indulge. Ours should be, I feel the exact same way, but I'm not going to indulge. I feel the exact same way. And I think that Christian music has gotten better at that. But I think we got a little ways to go because it's a lot easier to write a Jesus anthem and get booked at 50 churches next year.
Right.
Writing the Jesus anthem than to write an anthem about being a normal human.
That's good, bro.
You know?
That's so good. And if you're not going to do it, get a job. No.
Get a job.
Get a job.
Get a job.
Get up.
When you saw him painting that scene and creating that environment, like talk to me about him bringing you into this project and the theme of it and everything.
You know, I've always known Derek to like love comics. He was already a lover of comics, and you know, I think even in that time, in that season, man, I was watching a lot of anime. You know, we was already in a kind of we want to visualize something amazing happen musically. He was putting projects together. I was putting projects together. But as we're in this position to make a Dark Knight album type of feeling, like I think I'll say this. It took me a minute to see where he was going with it because it was a thought developing over time.
Gotcha.
We had different seasons. Like, all right, in this season we think this is it, and then we at the end of that season we're like, nah, that's not it. Get to the next season, we're close, but that's not it. No, this is it. Nah, we missing something. We were constantly perfecting a piece of art.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And it took me time to realize, like, I mean, honestly, like what, past week, we shot 8 music videos.
Yeah.
We just shot 8 music videos, right?
That's wild.
As we shooting 8 music videos, like, well, I say this, you can't have 2 people directing music videos. You can't, all right? You know, you could try many ideas you want, but you need one director.
One director.
Yeah, we've been realizing that this week. Right. He like, you confusing him. I'm like, I'm just giving him an idea. But you and it's like, yeah, like even now, it's still like, what we thought, all right, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
The vision is constantly growing.
Gotcha.
So how even not just how it sounds, but how it looks is constantly developing. So for me, it's been a constant catch up. It's been a constant like, oh, okay, I see where he's going with this. All right, bet. And the thing is, it's like, I don't have a problem with it because a lot of those things I end up feeling as well. Like, so for example, Derek goes through seasons before I do because he's a seasoned brother. You know what I'm saying?
That man called me old.
No. I'm joking. But I mean, he still got some tablets in his house. You know,
right?
Stone tablets. Anyway, but no, like Derek, he's seasons ahead of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in certain circumstances of life, so I get to see that develop in his life over time.
Yeah.
But then eventually I end up going through the same thing. So when I'm like, man, I need Derek, man, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm thinking through, whatever. He's like, oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I just got out of that season. Let me tell you what I got from it. So that's what this project has kind of been. It's been me like watching him develop in this as I developed as well in this.
Yeah.
And so, but what crosses over is the dark themes where if you listen to some of my music, I use a lot of dark chords type stuff because I wanted to feel cinematic, but that's what I feel emotionally at times too.
Right. So
I'm gonna put that into the music. With Derek in the same sense, like he went through some dark seasons, but he learned how to turn that dark season into art. So it went from dark season to art season. You know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to just see his thoughts and ideas progress, and us just bring ideas to the table that complement each other. I don't know if I could have done this same thing with another artist in a real way. You know, so I would say like the benefit of having an older brother as an artist is you get to learn from him in life,
right?
But you also learn how they create in their creative space, and you learn a lot from that too.
That's good.
So, you know,
6 years to work on anything, bro, is long.
Yeah.
I mean that's pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how many things are no longer here.
Right.
From when you started to being here now.
Yeah.
Think how many things have been built. Strip malls that weren't there.
Right.
WeWork is gone. Companies have consolidated. You know what I mean? Like, seriously.
Absolutely.
Think about, the amount we were just talking out there, me and Doc, about, man, like almost every meeting's virtual now.
Yeah.
Like think about used to having to be in an office every day, most people, right? And think so when you think about that and all the shifts, like that black swan moment, all the things have happened. And by the way, you both dropping projects and stuff along the way too. It's not like you sat on this alone.
Right.
I'm curious to know, man, like some of the decisions you had to make during that continuum, such as how are you managing your mental health? You dealing with the same thing everyone else is dealing with, dropping projects, going through the strain and stress of constant evolution of this project. How are you managing all that mentally,
I'm gonna
man?
keep this one as simple as possible, because this is kind of like the question when somebody asks me like, "So how you been? How you doing?" And in a real way, like my response is, I'm keeping it. I'm doing this one day at a time.
Yeah, that's good.
Literally,
Yeah.
because I'm not finna be up here be like, yeah, man, everything's good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
no, because nobody's life is just all good.
Sure.
So don't expect mine to be either. Every day is different. Some days I'm happy, excited, having fun. Other days I'm cussing the world out. Me and God fighting. I'm learning how to be a better husband, learning how to be a better son. And I fail a lot. Like a lot. So I just keep it honest at this point. I'm just like, man, I keep it one day at a time. Some days I don't read my Bible. Some days I don't engage with God as much as I should. You know what I'm saying? But some days I do better.
What helps you get up and start the next day? Because it's not like you get a Groundhog Day joint and show up on that street again. Yeah, yeah, I remember that movie every day. Get to start
The
over.
Bill Murray
Yeah,
joint?
Bill Murray joint.
Yeah.
You don't get that. So what helps you get out of bed the next day after a bad day? What helps you have the mental fortitude, if you will?
Man, I start thinking about the blessings that God has given me. He's given me the ability to wake up. He's given me the family that I've always wanted. He's given me. I don't want for nothing. I don't need anything. You know what I'm saying? I think when you focus on negative stuff so much, that's the outcome you get. When you focus on the positive of things more, you start seeing a more positive outlook because you've changed the way you look at things.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it's literally taking a moment in the day saying, you know what, I'm not finna be influenced by social media, so I'm not gonna touch my phone right now. I'm not gonna wake up, go straight to Instagram or TikTok. No, how about let me just be quiet. Let me do silence. You know, let me go outside. Let my feet touch the actual ground. Let me get grounded first. Let me thank God for the blessings that I've already had.
That's good.
Let me turn my phone off. I'm not answering the call until a certain time. And from there on, it's like, all right, God, may your will be done. Let's try this again. You know, and it's literally just you saying, I'm gonna try this again.
That's good.
So
You've pre-decided.
It's a decision. It's a choice.
You've pre-decided.
You can either choose to be unhappy or frustrated or tired and bitter or whatever, or you can choose to say, you know what? I'm not bound by these things.
Right.
I feel these things, but I'm not these things.
Right.
I may feel depressed, but I'm not depressed. I feel depressed.
Yeah.
So it's perspective, I think.
That's good.
You know, and
good.
once you choose the perspective that benefits you and the people that you love, that's when you start changing or shifting. It's like you can almost control, not God's will, but you can control the season of life that you're in. Sometimes we just feel like I'm just in a tornado of stuff and I have no control. It's like, no, you got control. The control start with you saying, I'm in a tornado, but I'm not going to let this toss me to and fro.
Yeah. That's
So
good. How about you, Derek?
Yeah. I've been in a season of self-development. We're often taught that in order to be a better person, we have to know more about God. And I think that's true. I think that there's elements of that's true, but there's also the element of that you have to apply the information that you learn. Some of us are we want to know more about God than knowing more God and knowing God better. We want to know better information as opposed to knowing God better.
Yeah, that's good.
And I think at times you can get so focused on what did Jonathan Edwards say about God? What did these great writers say about God? As opposed to like, man, what am I feeling right now about being a good human being? Like, what are my emotions telling me right now? I realized that I had a lot of deep emotional trauma. People use that word all the time. But I had a lot of baggage that I just stuffed away. So the pandemic for me, what was beautiful is, and it wasn't beautiful at first, but I'm a go-getter. Like, they'll tell you, like, my motor is on 10 at all times. I'm in 5th gear all times. The pandemic put me in 1st gear. And then when it did that, all of the stuff I was running from said, and it was bad. The first, like, year was really, really bad. In hindsight, I'm looking back, I was like, oh, it was because all of the monsters in the closets opened up. And I was fighting all of them at the same time.
Was that because like idle time and having to sit still a little bit?
Yeah, because a lot of my workaholic behavior was me running from things. So confidence, right? I don't feel like I'm successful. If I get another show, if I make enough money, then I'll be successful. But you're constantly running from the emotion that tells me I'm not successful. But you never ask the question, what is success? Right? I'm not a good father, or I'm not a good father. I'm selfish, right? You're running from all those things, trying to prove that you're not that. But by not confronting those things, you just make them bigger monsters that you have to fight eventually.
Yeah.
So for the last 5 years, I've really been on a path of self-development and trying to learn more about myself.
Yeah.
Why do I get angry? Why do I get angry when the doorman singles me out? I watched, literally, we were in New York, and we got all our jewelry on, all this different stuff, and the doorman would let all these people by, but then when we came in, he wanted our card to see what's what. So first night, I was like, oh, I said it.
Right.
He was like, no, right?
You said it.
Yeah. And he said, no, it's not like that, man, blah, blah, blah. So cool. By night 3, because I'm watching, by night 3, I was like, bro, I'm not showing you my card, bro.
Same guy.
Different dude.
Different doorman.
Different guy.
Yeah.
Same thing. But I watched, though. You got all these people that come in, and you don't never ask them, but you
selective.
You asked me. Yeah. It was selective.
Right.
Yeah.
And these dudes, this was a Nigerian cat.
Right.
So I'm thinking to myself, like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? But then I watched, because we were sitting in a lobby. So now he has to ask people because he doesn't want to be embarrassed, right? And every person he asked, they just was like, boop, flip their card, boop, flip their card, boop, flip their card. They were not emotionally tied to that.
Yeah.
So then while I'm sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, I know what I saw. So I know I'm not wrong for feeling selected.
Right.
But now I'm also noticing the people that are walking through, and it's not bothering them at all. So now I have to ask myself, well, why does that bother me? That's a me thing.
Yeah.
That's a me thing.
Yeah.
Because I have there's some trauma there of being selected out at certain parts of my life that I have not dealt with. So, okay, cool. So then that means that I might have overreacted in that moment. So now I got to go apologize for overreacting.
Yeah.
So then I go apologize to the brother. He wasn't even tripping because he knew he was bogus.
Right.
But at the same time, it doesn't matter what he thinks. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what they think. It matters mostly what I think about myself and what God thinks about me.
That's right.
That's what matters.
That's right.
And I think sometimes that we have bad opinions of ourselves and we try to hide them behind the Bible, right? And I say this all the time to people. The issue is not the scriptures. The issue is how you view the scriptures, right? If you take a unhealed person, give them a Bible, a person that is abusive, a person that is angry, and you give them a Bible, the only scriptures that will resonate with them are the ones where God is angry and where God is punishing people. Because inside, you mentally feel like you should be punished. So then you feel like even God should be punishing
Right.
you, right? But if you go to the scriptures and you feel like God is weak, God gets defeated, it said you will find every excuse to make that come to life.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to choose that I'm gonna believe that God is love. And I wanna operate out of that. I don't want people to be intimidated by me. I don't want people to be like, man, Derek is so strong, I gotta do what he tells me to do. I want people to be motivated by love when they're around me.
That's good.
I want people to be motivated by faith when they're around me. I want people to feel at home and healed when they're around me. And that's what my focus has been. There wasn't enough Bible scriptures to read that was gonna get the work off of my plate. There's no magic bullet to self-work. Like, you have to look internal and ask questions of yourself.
That's good.
And you have to be okay with the answers.
Yeah.
And from that, it made me a much more gracious person to be able to say, with myself, I'm gonna have more mercy and grace on me, but then with other people, now I'm able to have more grace on them, because it's like they got some work to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pray for them that they had the courage to go on that journey. You know what I mean?
And I felt like you took us through some of that journey on the
Nobody's perfect.
yes.
That
Songs
was
like It's
some of the
Okay Not to
beginning.
Be Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was some of the beginning of me seeing the fruit of the work. That was some of the beginning. Yeah.
How does that so now when you fast forward to where we are now in this Vigilante album, like, right, you shared your self-development, you shared the it's okay to be imperfect, it's okay to have pain, it's okay to be honest about it. Man, you shared a lot of things during that time, bro. Like, you were in a content bag, bro. It was like, and so when you think of where you are now, what do you want people who've been on this journey with you to take away most from this album? Like, if they leave this album and can't say fill in the blank, you feel like they missed it.
Yeah.
What would that be?
All right. So the number one I would say is that you're not meant to save the world. God is meant to save the world. It's his world. The best way that you could save the world is to work on yourself and to work on that. That would be number one. I would say number two is that as much as it's okay not to be okay, it's also okay to be okay. It's okay to be happy. Like, you're like, people take the scripture that talks about, like, you're gonna see evil in this world and all of that, and it's like, but the Bible also says that God came that you have life and life more abundantly. So the ultimate goal is not to suffer for God. The ultimate goal is to live for God. That's the ultimate goal. It's not suffering isn't living. It's a necessary part of development for all of us. Right. But that's not the final destination for any of us.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
That's good.
That would be number one. And then I would say number three would be that I want you to be committed to excellence. Like, it took us 6 years to do this. And I want you to have something that it might take you 6 years to do. For me, I'm on this journey that I believe this vigilante concept, I'll be I'll be working on it for the next 10 years. I have a whole television show that has like 5 seasons synopsis based around this whole thing. Like, I have this is a universe. It's not just an album. Yeah. So
you signed up for all this?
Yeah.
No, I told you, I've been having to play catch up with Derek. As time progressed, I'm learning what I'm signing up for. You know what I'm saying?
Is this new news? The TV show?
No, we've talked about this
you have
before.
A character?
No, not yet. No,
you haven't seen the scripture?
We ain't got all that yet. But
it's coming.
We got a lot. So, and then I think the last thing that I would say that I want to see people get, I want you to know that the best rebellion you can have, like, all right, if we look at what we see with the guy that died, Charlie Kirk, right? The guy that murdered him became a vigilante for evil. I want you to be a vigilante for God. The whole world is telling you that if you want to get ahead, be greedy. And God is saying, trust in me and I'll give you everything that you need.
Right.
Be a vigilante for God.
Right.
The whole world is telling you that, succumb to your lust. Chase after lust. The best way for you to be a vigilante for God and for righteousness is by figuring out why you're lustful and fighting that thing that makes you lustful. I saw an interview where a man said, he was talking about an actor, and the actor says, they asked the actor, they said, man, why are you so good at playing villains? He said, man, how are you so good at being evil? And the actor looked at him and said, what do you mean? He's like, my character wasn't evil. It's that everyone believes they're doing the right thing, even the villains. But so Joker believes he's righteous, as righteous as Batman.
Right.
And I think that it's important for us to be vigilantes for God. Some people are arguing right now, cussing somebody out because they didn't say something about Charlie Kirk, or because they did say something about Charlie Kirk. You cussing somebody out right now. You got to ask yourself, am I being a vigilante for God or am I being a vigilante for evil? That's really the real question I want to leave in people.
That's good, bro. There's a lot in there. There's so many things you got me thinking about. The one is that when you say that, and I'm curious to see this too, because you guys travel so much. I think sometimes when people hear, I'm gonna call y'all public figures.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know what the proper, definition of a public figure now is in terms like, when you reach certain scale. As far as I'm concerned, y'all public figures. Y'all got big enough audiences, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I think when people hear sometimes a public figure drop a piece of information or knowledge, sometimes they don't get the full context, or they run too quickly with it without totally absorbing it and taking it in. And do one right. They take a iota of information accidentally with all right intentions, right?
Yeah.
But for example, it's okay not to be okay. I didn't walk away with it's okay to mump and moan or wallow in my mental challenges. I walked away with it's okay to understand where you are and figure out where you need to get to be.
That's it.
That's what I want. But I heard so many people going, they said it's okay not to be okay. So now I'm going to do lo-fi all day. I'm going to sit here, you know what I'm saying? Sit in this room and mope, and it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't the whole message.
Yeah, that wasn't the
Do you
end
ever
of the
worry
story.
about that? Or do you experience that sometimes in fan, audience,
they just kind of
feedback,
miss it.
etc.? They kind of miss it. And
you know what? I've had to learn to be okay with it. It's crazy because in Christian hip hop, like you want to, it's like you want to make sure that people get it. You want to make sure that people get the message. It's all about the message. It's a lot of times what we try to do is we try to tell people what the message is, as opposed to letting the art itself speak for itself.
Yeah.
And so like this ain't a sermon rewriting where I'm just like, at the end you have to get this.
Right.
I'm like, no, in the end, if you are becoming a better person, then you've got it.
Right.
In the end, if you've made your life a little bit more self-reflective, now you've got it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't control what you get. You just can't. And especially when you're making art. Art is made to be subjective. You know what I'm saying? It's made to be. So if we are art ourselves, man, like you got to allow us to even get to that place. So I mean, yeah, man, like I just try to keep it as simple as possible, bro.
Yeah.
Like
It's good.
Yeah.
I think
I feel
as a
that.
Christian too,
Totally.
for any Christian artist that's out there, art is subjective, and I'll take it to a different step and say that we have to trust that God is going to get the glory out of whatever that we put out if we do it with the right intentions and the excellence. Because for that person that you're talking about that's moping around, they may need that season. That might be where they're
That's
at.
fair.
That's just not where you're at.
That's fair.
So both of y'all are coming to the song with different needs, and God is going to get the need for each one of you. So you need it to be like, yo, it's okay to be in your process, but we moving forward. For that,
at some point.
Right, at some point. For that other person, they may have dealt with a like, man, I can never be sad.
Right.
So, man, Derek just gave me permission to be sad for this season, right? So it's just like this cup right here. Someone may look at this cup and you ask them, what kind of art is this? And they'll say, oh, this is minimalism art, right? This is it's minimalism. It's all white. Someone else might look at it and say, this is urban art. There's 2 cups in there. This is double cup. It's probably lean inside of it, right? Then someone else might look at this and be like, this is just office cups. Doesn't matter. Whatever the person intended when they made this,
Right.
they have zero control over it. It's out into the world
That's a
right
good
now, right?
example. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's out into the world right now. But I have to trust that whatever they're getting, that if they're not getting the godly intention that I gave, that's not me. That's them. So they have to come to
Right.
to that.
And that's what you want the Holy Spirit to do his
That's
work.
what the Holy Spirit, he has to do his
That's what you
work.
want the Holy Spirit to do.
I'm
his
not
work.
the hero to save the world.
Absolutely.
I'm just telling you my story and hoping you get something from it.
Absolutely. That's good, bro. The first time I saw you live was 116 tour, New Jersey.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Remember that?
I do.
I remember
I lost my wedding ring that day.
Stop it.
My wedding ring flew off my finger and somebody got it. Mhm.
I think you were still going by pro then. On stage, hoodie on, stomping as he rapped, like you just standing.
Having a temper tantrum.
Yeah. And so now when I see you now, and of course we all mature and whatnot, you're more relaxed. You're still working though at 10, 12, you know what I mean, on the scale, you know what I mean? And then I look at you, same thing. I think the first time I've seen you, definitely over a decade ago, but a lot more rapid fire. Like I used to always, when you would come to mind, it's like, now you're a little bit more chill. And
He junior.
right? It's so. Tell me, how does it feel to be at this stage in your career where you are in respectably elder position? No, I won't say elder. That's the wrong word. Veteran positions. Veteran positions where people are acknowledging you that way, right? Naturally seeing you, and yet you're still igniting yet another movement, right? How does it feel?
I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I think I've always had to embrace that position to begin with.
Really?
Yeah. Like Derek told me all the time, he was like, man, sometimes you don't see yourself. You don't see how people see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's true. A lot of times, man, like, I don't see myself in any sense of ranking. I don't even think about life like that.
Yeah.
I don't think about life like, oh, you got ranked. Now, I mean, in other senses, maybe like I'm like, okay, Derek is definitely OG. You are definitely my OG. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I look at it like, man, we brothers all in the same faith. Right. So I know we've put out a good amount of work into the culture. I know we've shared, a ton of different stages with a lot of amazing artists. But I've always seen myself as a work in progress. Like I'm still a student. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir.
I'm still growing. The season that I'm in now, I've never been in before. So I never feel like I have a moment to really feel like, oh yeah, I have a sense of arrival. I'm there. I've done it. I'm seasoned. You know, I'm feeling like, especially when you're around a big brother, you're constantly feeling like I'm still growing. I got a lot of growth to do. And so, for anything, I'm grateful because, God could have had me in a whole different position.
No doubt.
I'm thankful that people appreciate the work that we've done and they see us and they respect us. But to anybody else, I tell them the same. I'm like, look, I'm still trying to figure this out one day at a time. The industry's forever changing. Music is forever changing. I'm forever changing and evolving. So at what point do I have time to look at myself in any kind of way like that? And I'm not saying don't give roses where they not due, but at the same time, I'm just like, why would I look at myself in that way?
Absolutely.
When I'm in constant seasons of God, I need you to tell me what the next move is. I don't know where I'm at.
That's good.
So,
what was the hardest song to finish on the album, and why?
For you?
I don't know.
Or did it just flow like that once you were all together?
They're like, I just got it like that. I ain't had no issue.
No, we just wrote so many songs.
Yeah.
By the time we got to these, I think I had a very clear picture. I think the intro was hard. The song was written, but the monologue at the beginning of the intro, it took me a minute to.
That's probably because of what you expect out of intros. You have big expectations on intros. That's your thing.
Huge expectations.
Yeah.
The intros. Shout out to my homeboy Street Symphony. He's like, the intro sets the bar for the whole album.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
So it's very important to me that I set the scene for you. So the intro was tough to make because how do I take a feeling and put it into a monologue? Like that was hard. It was easier. It's easier to rap.
Yeah.
You know. I think that's probably
especially when you're creating like a cinematic album like you are.
For sure.
Cinematic and then stadium feel. I mean, you're to use your words. Yeah. I've heard you say this before when people were talking about you say, man, you asking a lot out of a song, ain't you?
Yeah.
Like I've heard you say that several times. You asking a lot out of a song.
You asking a lot. Bro.
Right? And so you're doing it. Talk about some other people on the project and how it was to pull out those collaborations together. I know you had OB on production. I know you had Breno on the track.
Calesso.
Yeah. Calesso made theme music a monster. Like we had a whole different concept for that. And Calesso comes in, he hears the beat. We were working on a different song that didn't make the album. And he was like, play something else. I was like, all right, bet. So I played something else. I thought the one that we had for him was the one. Right? And then he said, play this beat. He said, play something else. I was like, I'll play this one. I was like, I don't know if he'll rock with it or not. He sit over in the corner like this. Bro, one take Jake the whole joint.
Literally.
So Calesso definitely made theme music a monster. Quentin Koblenz on Save the Hero. That was one of my favorite moments because he sent that joint back. I was like, this is insane. Yeah. So definitely had some really fun times. Linked back up with Dirty Rice. That's my brother. We go all the way back to college. So he made two of my favorite records. So yeah.
What's it like now doing this press run, man? Y'all been on the road for was it a couple weeks now? Maybe a little less than?
About a week.
Yeah. About a week. And I mean the joint is already was at 3.5 million streams. That was going into last weekend. So it's probably continuing to move.
Golly.
So people are already listening, right?
I'm still like, I think I'm still realizing what's happening.
Right.
It's happened so fast.
Gotcha.
You know, album dropped. We on the road. You know, I think it's been. I'm gonna just say I think it's just been a blessing.
Yeah,
like it's
that's good.
You know, not everybody can say they can drop an album and hit those kind of numbers from, you know, putting in work in an album for over 6 years,
right.
You know, and be able to do a press run and hit up different, you know, brands that want to buy into what you got going on, where you could talk about your product, your project, like your mission, whatever. Like, people love what is going on, and I'm literally like, oh shoot, it's here.
Yeah.
There's been so many times we thought the album was done and it wasn't done. And I'm just, and for a minute I felt like this album will never be done.
It's an album that never ends.
Bro,
right.
I promise.
Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
So I'm like, so we've been sitting on it for so long. Now that it's out,
right.
I'm just like, nah, it's not out. It's not out yet. It's still on my phone right now on the link that we've been listening to for the past 6 years.
Surreal to you.
I'm listening to an untitled link. Like, no, this mug is on the radio. This mug is on different.
You scared he gonna wake up?
I don't even think I listened to this mug on Spotify yet. I'm still listening to it off the untitled link.
Right.
Wow. And you talk about people who don't listen to their own stuff on streaming.
Man,
you said that before too.
Exactly.
Now he's mixed this. How many times you mixed the project?
Man, so
like
it took I didn't mix it multiple times. It just took me a lot because every detail had to be right. Like for me, every detail had to be right, and that's really just me in general. But every detail had to be right.
And so for people who are I guess for people who are signing up for Vigilante now, they shouldn't feel like they missed the ride because this is going to continue for a minute. So if you haven't been on for the ride, like I talked about earlier, don't feel disappointed.
We got brand new content on the way.
Yeah.
Brand new activations on the way.
Started.
Like, this is a decade-long work for me. Like, this is not an album.
Right.
I got more music that's coming that is really in the same vein. So, me personally, my goal before I retired, like, is to define. I think the Christian rap space has been defined really, really well. And I'm proud to say that I've been a part of that. and I'm watching. I mean, bro, we have a Sirius XM.
Come on now.
Come
bro.
on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Like, that's crazy.
Right.
Like, when you think about that from
Right.
where it was just like you could only get this in a church and you could get this on like one or two blogs to like there's Sirius XM station. There's multiple shows on like you got Trendsetter on a different Sirius joint.
Yep.
You got that. You got Boost FM.
Yep. Mike and team. Absolutely.
Mike and his team.
Yep.
9 signals.
Right.
Like, this is crazy to have that defined in that way. And I feel like it's in a place where it's like it doesn't even really need me to do a lot of real big investment. We have a lot of artists that are building that, and they're going to continue building that. They're going to take it to heights that we've never taken it.
Right.
My opinion is now I have to begin to help define the rapper that's a Christian lane. I have to define that better. I have to help define that. Needs some work. So there's artists that I feel like they don't fit in Christian music and they don't fit in mainstream music, and they're just floating in no man's land. And we have to begin to create that space and give it, either ingest it better into Christian hip hop and educate people, or it has to be ingested in the mainstream, or we have to define it better so that it can grow, because we have really, really great artists that fill that space. Like, some that come to mind are like Star Ringo, Emmanuel the Prophet, Aha Gazelle.
Yep.
Like, the guys
That's
that
good.
are like, we have to define that. So that's what, for me, I want to take the next decade to help define, and I want to use the projects that I'm doing to do that and build coalition in ways that we can make that work.
Can I say something real quick? You know what? I just thought about it, bro. It was just crazy. So it took God 6 days to create a world that we could live in. It took 6 years to create a world for people to live in.
Yeah.
With this project.
Yeah, man.
This project is literally just the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know what the 7th day gonna look like. Hopefully we get rest in the 7th.
I was
You know what I'm saying?
I know
Hopefully we get rest.
like for me.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I think it just goes back to what we was talking about, microwavable culture. Like, if you're gonna create a movement, it's gonna take time to develop. It could take years to develop the movement. It took Jesus his whole life to start a 3-year ministry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could take you some years to develop into becoming the person that you're supposed to be, or you should be, to start the type of movement that people could actually have a life in. You know what I'm saying? And so I think sometimes we look at our heroes, you know, we might look at folks in CHH heroes, cross movement, whatever, anybody on Reach, whatever, anybody over here, like your Bizzles and all that. You might look at stuff that they've built, like God over money or whatever. You might look at what they built and be like, I could do that. And it's like,
all right.
You might be able to get up. You might be able to get up and go in the studio and make a song like it.
Right.
But what has been built has taken years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Taking years. Like, we've been in the industry for, at least for me, at least over 12 years. Derek longer. And even within that time frame, it took 6 of those years just to get to this point of a new beginning. So when we talk about longevity, like, it's not just because you got a few dope songs on the radio.
Right.
It's not just it's a
Preach on
start.
that, bro.
It's
Preach
not
on
just
that.
because you got a few dope features and you blew up because you signed to a major record label.
Preach.
No, like, it's because people have taken time to invest into what you have built for over years.
Yeah.
So if people like this project, it's because they've seen 6-year development.
Man,
And it's just getting started, and it can only go bigger and better
brick by
from there.
brick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to say to all of the people that support us, Trig, all of the people that are behind the scene, like Doc Watson, that don't get any glory. Like, man, we're super thankful for you. You guys allow us to be able to do this.
For sure.
And you guys are selfless, and people rarely give y'all your flowers. So, Trig, man,
Thank you, bro.
Definitely appreciate it. I pray for immense success with this, and if there's anything that we can do to help. But then last but not least, also, I want to thank the fans out there. Like, you guys show up to every concert. You're commenting on posts. You guys are low-key marketing for us half the time because you're getting in the car and you're like, yo, you listen to that new Derek.
Yep.
You hear that new Canon. And I want you to know that a lot of times artists don't say this, but, man, without you, we don't get to do what we love to do for a living. You guys are supporting us, and that means the world to me. And I'm super thankful for you.
Well said, bro. Well said. Well, listen, y'all, I'm going to let these brothers get out of here, let them eat.
Man.
You know what I mean? Before they fall out.
We in Philly, man. What's
You know
up
what
with a cheesesteak, though? Come on.
We can arrange that. That's
Come
not
on.
a problem, bro.
You know
we
what I'm
got
saying?
you. We
I
got
didn't get my
you.
chopped cheese while we was in New York.
Bro, we can
but
arrange
I got to
that.
get my Philly,
It's
though.
not a problem. It's
We
not a
just gotta
problem.
get a Philly, though.
Y'all go ahead and stream that Vigilante album. By the way, tell me if this is still live. They can go also to your site and get it, and if they get it, they get some unreleased tracks with it. Is
Yeah,
that
so
correct?
if you go to DerekMiner.com or VigilanteHQ.shop, any piece of merch that you buy comes with the album and 4 unreleased tracks.
There you go.
So
There you go. Go ahead and run it up, y'all. Support your brothers. Until next time, be encouraged. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be back later with more content from these brothers. They don't even know what I'm going to try to have them record while they're here, but I'll just tell you, it's going to be fun. Until next time, y'all, be blessed.
Yeah.